It's Liz Yuille from Old Staples Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today I have got a little box for you. It's not difficult to make. It's a little time consuming because of the various layers, but I've sped some of them up and it opens up. I'm going to regret doing this, aren't I? Because it opens up to... Ooh, no, I think I might just get away with it. So it just opens at the front and then you've got plenty of room for your goodies inside. So can I put this back together again? Who knows? Anyway, if I put that there, will that tie? Yes, that'll tie. So I'll tie that before I take pictures of it. This uses, I better show you what it is, shouldn't I? So I'm using the On to Adventure stamp set. If you've been following me for any of the last few weeks, you will know that I am in love with this stamp set. I have made so many projects with it. It's adorable. And I thought this would be a really nice box to give to maybe a retiring couple, just as a little, you know, have fun box, and here's some goodies for you. So, the box measures 2.5 inches cubed. It's one sheet of cardstock cut at 8 inches, 8 inches by 10, sorry, 10.5. So with the 10.5 inch at the top, we score. It's really easy because it's because it's a 2.5 inch square box. We do 2.5, 5, 7.5 and 10, and then turn it and do 2.5 and 5 and 7.5, and that's it. That's all your scoring. So all you've got to remember is it's every 2.5 inches. I will endeavour to convert into metric, because I think even I will be able to do a square box in metric. So this is Coastal Cabana. My original is Bermuda Bay with Coastal Cabana mats, and this is the Bermuda Bay mini stripe ribbon. I have a sneaking suspicion I don't have enough to make another one with the Bermuda Bay mini striped, so I'm going to use the white with silver edging, because that would work really well as well. So just burnish all your score lines. And it's not going to play. I like to keep the narrow ones kind of underneath, but they don't always want to go underneath. There we go. Okay, so basic box. So this is the bottom, this is the top. Long scissors. The first thing we're going to do is, well, I'm going to keep this as my lid. So the first thing that I'm going to do is cut down the side of the score line. So I'm leaving the score line not on the lid. So my lid has no score line on the side. So this is going to be a flap. So we can cut down there. And we're going to get rid of this piece. So we'll cut down here. And then we'll cut down here and trim away. This I'm going to cut short. This I'm going to cut short. This I'm going to get rid of completely. So just pop your two flaps out of the way and cut. Now you could use that obviously for something else. Then I'm going to wedge the two flaps just a little bit. It just helps get the box to open and close better. So if you just wedge them a teeny weeny bit, then that is the top. I am going to round the corners there. Again, we're going to get rid of the skinny piece. So we'll get rid of that. and mitre. And then this is going to be the back, this piece, this is going to be the front. So these are, sorry, this is going to be the back, this is going to be the front, so these two are the middle. I say that because the middle I put the score line into, because I'm going to wedge it slightly, very, very slightly out. I just find it gets a better finish if you get rid of that score line and you cut into the piece that's going to be hidden. So a side piece is perfect for that. So again, this is going to fold from the front to the back, this piece to my right. So this is a fairly precious piece because that's the one that's going to make the bottom of the box. So that wants to look pretty. And again, I'm going to very slightly wedge out, whoops, a little bit more here, because this again is a side. And that's that. So that is our basic box. These are an interesting shape, but straight is fine. So just round my corners. And I am going to just straighten those up a wee bit because they are, even for me, a little too far out of kilter. Okay, so liquid adhesive. You can use tear and tape. Snail, nah. Snail will be too, it won't have the enough strength to stick this together. But tear and tape is fine. But I do like my liquid adhesive, and because this is just a symmetrical box, all we have to do is fold it over and make those two line up. And again, I like to burnish, and if any of the adhesive comes out, you can just wipe it off. If you've still got one of the adhesive lifters, you can use that and it takes it off perfectly easily. I now have it on my fingers, which is not necessarily a great idea. Okay, so if we pop the lid of our box on, it helps make everything a little more robust, so a little squarer when we're putting it together. So this is our going to fold from the front to the back. This is our back, so that's going in. Then these two are going to go in. Now, I quite like to shorten one or other of these so that we make sure, in fact I'm going to trim this one off a wee bit. I don't like any of the side bits peeking through. So, oops. So I'm going to snip a piece off and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're not. We're going to go back, side, side, in. That's what we're going to do. Don't you love it when I know what we're doing? Hey ho. So, adhesive on this. I do like to concentrate on my sides because if the sides lift, then the whole bottom looks a bit weird. So we'll pop those in. We'll be able to attach things more fully when we've got everything together. So again, adhesive there. And then this is the one to really make sure you get your adhesive right on. So you want the sides, all the cut edges basically, and the middle. Pop that through, open up your box, and then press. You can use a ruler, bone folder works well, but it just gives the adhesive a chance to actually adhere. So that is our basic box. I'm going to pop that to one side while I go through the making up of the layers. So I've used the stitched shapes, the squares from the stitched shapes, and this is the second from largest. Just spotted a wasp. I don't like wasps, so I'm hoping it's going to fly out. I'm going to very quickly open a door for it. And of course it's gone the other way, but at least we've now left it a door. So this is the one of the stitch shapes, squares, second largest. Then I've cut my mat at 2¼ inches because our box is 2½ inches square. I've left one of the stamps to stamp, or one of the images to stamp, I should say. So I'm just going to ink her up with Memento and stamp her in the middle of my square. And then that just needs to settle for a while. So while that's happening, I'm going to tie my ribbon around the box. It's just to make sure that your Memento is fully dry. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm still worried about where that wasp is, you see. Right, so silver edge, metallic edge ribbon with the white. Probably need a bit more than that on the top. So I'm putting this on first because I can then stick over it. Ooh. Come on. You come along. Thank you. Right. So we want this piece to go under there. And then we can tie our half knot. I'm going to be all thumbs because I actually wanted to do it the other way round, but never mind. Okay, so we've got our half knot, and because of the way that I do that, it kind of holds itself quite nicely together at this point. Now, this is the front of our box, so in an ideal world, we would quite like the tails to go that way, which of course means that I probably have tied it the wrong way. But we'll try. I can tie bows perfectly easily when the camera's not rolling. Get the camera rolling, not got a clue. Oops. Okay, that will do. It's not brilliant, but it'll do. Actually, I'll go that way. And that way. Right. Okay, so our ladies should be dry now. So I've tried to use all the same colours all the way around. So I'm using dark and light. I'm using Lovely Lipstick Combo, So Saffron, the light crumb cake, dark crumb cake, so the combo, and somewhere I've got ivory. There we are, ivory. And I've also got grey granite. So, no, I'm doing the wrong one. I should be doing this one, so I don't need half of those colours. Don't need the grey granite. Don't need that. Don't need that. Right, so that'll just be 4 then. Good grief, Rickenbacker. Okay, so Saffron for her hair. I'm going for sort of, you know, bleached blonde. So that's that. Then we'll use the Lovely Lipstick for her flower. I will list all of the colours that I've used on my website, and they're also listed below in the description bar. And if you go to the description bar, you've got various links. You've got a link to the blog post that goes with this video, so with this project, and I'll have photos of the boxes for you. As I say, I'll also have the list of products, although those are listed below. And then there's information about extra, that's what I was trying to think of, which still runs. We've got until Saturday, so not long. But if you want to join my team, if you do so before the end of August, you get extra product in your starter kit, and you also get a voucher for free product in September, which you can spend in either September or October. And then dark crumb cake Oh, and do remember, if you've got any bonus days vouchers, you've got until the end of the month to use those, so don't miss out. Don't want you to miss out on your freebies. Right, okay, so these are 2 1/4 inches square. They fit perfectly behind this square shape. Well, I don't think square is a shape, but you know what I mean, the stitched shape, that's what I meant to say. So, pop that down, press from the back, then dimensional in each corner, and bring our box back in. Now I like to go boy, girl, boy, girl. You don't have to, but I just, you know, it just seems right somehow. So on the first one, I started with one of the golfer chap at the front. So we'll put the travelling lady at the front and our dancing lady at the back, although I'm told this might actually be the tree pose in yoga. Wouldn't know, don't do yoga, but to me she looks like she's dancing, so for me she's dancing, doesn't really matter. And then this I know is the travelling chap. I dropped this piercing tool on the floor and it makes a really good thing to yank your dimensional backings off. Now I've used one of the small clear epoxy dots for the lens of his camera. They come, it's the clear and frosted, but obviously I want the clear for a camera lens. And then take these off and pop him on. And we are done. So there is my other little box. Let me bring in the original. I might even see if I can tie the ribbon. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already. It really does actually make quite a difference to me if you do subscribe, because it means more people will see my videos the more subscribers I have. So it's kind of nice to have more subscribers. It's not vital, but it's just nice. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you want any products and you're in the UK, then please do consider shopping with me. I do try and look after my customers nicely. And if you're in any of the Stamping Up European countries, so that's France, Germany, Austria, the Netherlands, or the UK, then you can join my team, which makes you save even more money. So, thank you very much indeed for watching. As I say, I hope you enjoyed it and you'll thumbs up for me. I'll retie that bow, it's not good at all. But yes, I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you again very soon.